You good with it? Dr. Gold, I
What up,
can't hear you.
Justin?
Oh, there you go. I can hear you.
Oh, wait, one sec. I gotta change my
Holy
headset.
crap,
Give me a second. Give me a second. One sec. Wrong headset.
man! Spending $20
Wrong
is much.
headset. There we go. All right.
Bro,
Can I hear you now?
spending $20 just for a freaking AR in COD is 10 times worth it, bro. I got Dawn's Light.
What happened? What's up,
It's
dude?
so good.
What's up?
I got a COD pack on Warzone.
Was that the one I was gonna buy
And
you?
bro,
The $20 one?
no, no. I got my. I think I got the one that has the weed in it. No, it was the
Oh.
spray paint one.
Yeah, I know. They're always putting like funny packs and stuff on that stuff. That's
There's
cool.
too many freaking packs. I can't. Okay, so the one I have, I got two. I got the graffiti tactical and the tracer pack, Butch operator bundle, which gives me a bomb burst for the Bryson 800 and which is like a pro, which gives you like more damage range, all that stuff. Dawn's Light, which is the M4, which is the gun I have gold on.
Yeah.
And I have gold on my Fennec now, so I'm good like that.
Fennec's cool. I like the Fennec.
Yeah, the Fennec's amazing, actually. And I don't know what this DMZ thing means, but I can get a free UAV when I use this operator in DMZ.
Yeah, so DMZ is you ever play Escape from Tarkov?
The fuck?
No. It's like a game mode where it's you and there's like a couple people, but mainly there are a lot of bots and stuff, like computer controlled AI, and you have to like complete all these missions and then you have to extract at the end. But you can get griefed, so like other people, human players, can come like kill you and like take your stuff. And so with that operator, you automatically get a UAV in the game, which is cool.
If I use the artistic vision operator skin,
Yeah.
I'll give it a second. My niece just came in.
Sick. Yeah, we're talking about DMZ. Shifter and I have played some DMZ. We played some DMZ before. It's pretty cool. Why is my soundboard not working? Give me a second. The hell? The hell? There we go. All right, that works. North Pole Penguin. Ooh, Jamarcus. Find the derivative of each. Wait, how'd you already get an AP Calculus thing, Jamarcus? What? How'd you already get this? I thought you were not in AP Calculus, dude. What? Gaming. Yes, we do like gaming. Oh, it's for your brother. Is your brother older than you? Does he go to that fancy math school?
Back to my conversation.
Yeah, DMZ is pretty mid, honestly. I don't like DMZ.
Also, I'm gonna let you know
12,
this.
wow.
Any items you want for Warzone this year?
Yes, they count
this
for
year's COD
Warzone 3.
multiplayer?
They count for
Yeah, it'll go
for
to
the next year.
Warzone 3.
Dude, I wish I did that with the OG, dude, Warzone. Dude, I had probably couple.
I was mad.
I had like hundreds of dollars worth of skins, probably. That like, and
they took on the servers.
yeah, I saw that. But also, like, what like kind of upset me is that then they just like re-released the skins in Modern Warfare 2, but they were like just slightly different.
Yeah.
So like they make you buy them twice.
I'm
just like, what?
On your screen.
What's up?
You have like a giant coin effect on.
Yeah, that happens when people buy bond coins on the stream. It's part of the show. What's up, Titan Lord? How's it going, dog? All right, let's see. These calculus questions are booty, dude. Why are they booty? What's wrong with them? We'll go over them. So I guess I need to get my last nail painted here. Wait for some people to show up. And Justin, have you seen anyone with the Oculus? Was it Oculus Quest 3 now yet? Apparently, there's an Oculus Quest 3. What's up, Woody? Oh. Woody, what did you do to your face, dog? Why do you got paint all over your face?
Oh.
Woody, what are you doing, dude?
Clearing my pimples.
That was clearing your pimples? Okay. All right. I guess it's got like a mask or something. They call those masks.
Charcoal.
Yeah, charcoal mask. Okay. That's cool. I didn't know if you were like trying to dress up as something for Halloween, like I don't know, like a golem or something.
I
This is
mean, that could have been a
this is
costume. Like shit, that could have been a costume.
Oh yeah, I
Not
didn't know if it was a
fucking-
costume, dude. That's too funny.
I mean, I can make it worse.
No, don't make it worse. Don't make it any worse. Don't do it.
Get
Jamarcus
the
says-
fuck out.
Like, it's like I have worse pictures.
It's all good, dude.
Dr. Gold is flattered because of this.
Let me see.
Okay, wrong side. Wrong side for the camera. Yeah, Dr. Gold is flattered because of this thing. This
Oh,
thing
what'd you
on top of
do?
my head.
Ooh, oh wait, you changed your name to Real Dr.
I
Gold. That's
changed
what
my
you
name
did,
to
dude.
my Activision
Wait, you-
account.
Wait, let me see that.
Profile.
What was this?
Oh, you want to? Okay, hold on.
Let me see it. Let me see it, dude. What?
Oh, it's being
You
buggy,
changed
though.
your Activision ID to
Yeah, I
me,
changed my
dude.
Activision ID to Dr. Gold.
Wait, let me see it. I can't see it. I just see the face. You gotta zoom out a
What
little bit.
the?
I'll just switch to this.
Oh,
Oh
I
wow,
was
dude.
about to say, is that your face? Wait a minute.
Wow, yeah, he's impersonating me, dude. He says he's the real Dr. Gold now.
Yeah, real. It says
Oh.
real right there.
Nah, only the real Dr. Gold.
I'll even take off my clan tag just to have Dr.
Yeah.
Gold as my name.
Jamarcus,
Gold,
what's
I
his
made it
basketball thing you couldn't do?
worse.
What's up? What's up, Woody?
I made it worse.
You made your face worse? Let's see.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, okay.
Just change your profile picture saying I made
Dude.
it worse.
Apple Master of God, dude. This is pretty. I think it's cool, man. It looks pretty cool. It's called a charcoal mask, is what that's called, dude.
Extended. Alright, I'm gonna go and play some Warzone.
Okay. We're gonna play
Warzone
Fortnite
is-
later. We're gonna play
Guys,
Fortnite later.
Shit.
Do you guys
I know.
want to come play
Start
Fortnite with
pinging
us?
me like as crazy as you can. I don't care.
What in the
Okay.
fuck are you gonna play Warzone?
No. He
Warzone
likes
is
Warzone. Yeah, we're gonna play Fortnite, Woody, in like an hour. Do you want to join us playing Fortnite with
Sure.
us? Okay, I'll ping you.
Guess what? I
What's up,
collect
dude?
free UGCs now. You know what that is?
I don't know what that is. What's a free UG key?
items.
What are the keys? How do you get those
You
keys,
wanna
dude?
see items? Hold up.
Yeah, let me see
I'm
them.
gonna go on my PC. I'm just on my iPad right now.
It's okay. Let me see. And then I gotta start the stream off. But yeah, show them to me real quick.
And then what?
And then I gotta start helping people with homework questions.
Are you getting broke?
Am I getting broke? I'm constantly being broke, honestly. Although we started making some money on TikTok, it's happening, dude. TikTok is now giving me money. They haven't like given it to my bank account yet, but it is netting something. Yeah, we've been doing pretty good, dude. Some of these videos are doing real well. Like this is like 150K now. I just keep getting notifications and stuff, which I'm down with. It's really cool. Where's my live creator hub? Wait, no, not that one. Where is it? Do they not put it in here? They don't. One sec. I gotta zoom out a little bit. Here. Maybe it's in settings. No, I don't see it. Anyways, pretty cool. I like it. I need to make more of these videos, honestly, because I don't know, we've been doing really well with all the TikTok stuff. Yeah, it's been like skyrocketing recently. Yeah, look, nice little bumps and jumps. Which is how I think a lot of students are now finding this Discord. I keep seeing all the invites coming in and whatnot, and I think it's all because of a lot of these TikTok things, which is cool. Appreciate it.
I was looking like shit.
Yeah.
I was lagging. I was on
It's
the
okay.
computer and you can hear me.
Okay. Yeah, you are on the stream.
I can't share my screen for some reason. I was gonna show you what I'm talking about.
Okay. Take a screenshot and then you can send me the screenshot and then I can pull it up on the stream. If you just like, you know how to take a screenshot on an
I
iPad?
mean, if people know what free UGCs, I am not that bad at getting keys. I'll send it in the comment area.
Okay.
Actually, no. I want to send it to your DMs.
Okay.
Hold up.
Okay, that's cool.
Messages.
Send it to my DM, dude.
Oh yeah, I don't have Nitro anymore. Bruh.
We gotta get you Nitro, dude.
Anyway, not at that point. I don't really care about Nitro.
Okay.
That's like the only reason why I tried that profile, because I was down bad for like girls for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I choose a cool profile. I don't know why. I was just addicted to anime
Anime's cool.
or
All right.
something.
All right, let me start.
Not
let
the
me-
weird.
Send me the DM with it, and I'll look at it. I gotta. Let me help some kids with some questions, and then we'll do Fortnite games with you in like an hour. Cool, Woody?
Yeah, I'm just getting all the screenshots. It doesn't
Alright.
take like instant.
Okay, we'll see. All right, welcome everyone to Office Hours. My name is Dr. Gold. This is Act Education. Stream helps you out with math homework, science homework, lots of fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamarcus, what's up? We're gonna do some calculus today. I like calculus. I gotta teach some calculus later.
My mom.
What's up, Sensation Black? Come on up. I like talking to Mr. Sensation. Mr. Sensation's fun. How's it going, dude?
But why?
Why? Because you always have good questions and stuff, and like your perspective on life is definitely more seasoned, I would say, than some of our viewers. You know.
Seasoning.
Seasoning.
Good salt and pepper.
Yeah, good salt and pepper. I got a lot of seasoning on my liver this weekend, dude. Like, God damn it. Anyways, Jamarcus, what's up, dude? We're gonna do some calculus. This is a really good one. I like this. Yeah, woohoo! I actually need to do a video on this. This has to do with what's called the chain rule. Is what this is. Okay. So here we have f of x is equal to, what was this, 3x to the 4 plus 5 all to the third, right?
I know, you must do it all from first principles.
Yeah, dude, if we had to do this using the limit definition, bro, dude, I would like kill myself. That would suck. Because like, dude, this is to the 4th power and then to the 3rd. Like, this is not fun. The Sensation Life perspective is a different gravy. It is, dude. Sensation Black, yeah, it's a different type of gravy. It is.
Gravy? What are you talking about? We need curry sauce.
Yeah, wait, don't they call gravy like like Italians call gravy like pasta sauce? Like pasta sauce is gravy. I know that one too.
Don't check DMs yet. I'm not ready.
Okay, Woody, I'll check it out.
No, not right now.
Okay, not right now. Okay, whenever you get it, you're good. Okay, where's Jamarcus, dude? Jamarcus, where you at, dude? At least in the chat, I would hope. He's here. Okay, cool. Do you know how to do this one, Jamarcus? This is actually good. This is a good question. Nope. Okay. Let's make something simple. Let's say that instead of having like this really big complicated thing to the 3rd, let's say it was just something to the 3rd. Do you know how to take the derivative of something to the 3rd? This is called like the power rule. Nope. 3x squared? Yes, good, exactly. Yes, good. So if this was f of x, right, then f prime of x would be equal to 3 times that something squared is what that is, yeah. They kind of call this, they sometimes call this like u substitution. Because what you're doing is you're saying, okay, I don't know what all of this to the 3rd, the derivative of that is, but let's say this was something simple, okay? Let's just say, in this case, I think what they say is this is equal to u, is what they say, right? Okay. So the whole you move the 3 to the front. You do, yes. Good job, PUBG. Yeah. And then you got to drop the power by 1. Okay, but because we did this like substitution thing where we said, okay, I'm just gonna like put this all inside of a box, I now have to take the derivative with respect to x of whatever the box is. So whatever this was. So in that case, that was 3x to the 4th plus 5. Okay. So, do you know what the derivative of this is? (12x to the 3rd). Yes, very good. Yep. And right, this goes away. We don't use that. All right. So yes, good. So then this is 3, right? Box squared times, and then this is going to be 12x to the 3rd. And then instead of box, we're going to say what was in the box, right? And that was just 3x to the 4th plus 5, right? So here, let's get rid of that. So that just becomes this. 4th plus 5. And that is technically correct, and you're done. That's how you do it. Now, how this worked, because what happened here is we tried to figure out df dx, okay? Which technically what we did is we did df du times du dx. This is what the formal rule is. This is the formal, how you write out the chain rule. And so what we did is we said that this whole thing was u. So in reality, it was like, oh, f of x is equal to u to the 3rd. And in that case, df du, right, that's 3u squared. That's what this thing was, right? And that's why I say like 3 box squared. And then you had to do du dx. So then we had u, right, was equal to 3x to the 4th plus 5. So du dx is now the derivative of this with respect to x. And that just became 12x to the 3rd. Derivative outside times the derivative of the inside. Yes. That's one way they say it. And yeah, do you see how these then cancel, right? This cancels, this goes away. And so you basically get df dx again. Yeah. This can get kind of tricky, though, because it's not exactly just derivative of outside times derivative of inside, because sometimes there can be multiple insides. So, like, we can nest this thing. So, an example they usually like to do, let's say, for instance, I have cosine squared of, let's say, 4x squared plus 5 all to the 3rd, okay? Let's say this is equal to our y. This is kind of difficult. But I want to take the derivative of this. I want to find dy dx, right? Okay. You move outside, and then you just move inside, is what you do. You did not just cancel this derivatives? Why not? What's wrong with this? Is this wrong? I feel like it's okay. You can just like cancel it out. It's just df dx. No? Don't tell Hypatia. Hypatia come over and like scold me because that's like not proper math or something. Yeah. Okay. So this one's kind of this is a very interesting one, is what this is, because I'm going to show you. This is actually a triple. It's a triple chain rule is what this is. So in this case, I have cosine squared of some other thing to the 3rd, right? I have no clue what this derivative is. This is just like super confusing to me. Like, oh no, I don't know what to do. Okay. But what I can say is I can say, okay, let's just call this box thing. Let's call that cosine of 4x squared plus 5 to the 3rd. I don't know, dude. He'd feed it with a spoon? Yeah. Okay. So that this expression, right, is now y is equal to... Oh, you're right. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah, the 3 goes inside here. Yep. There you go. Thanks. So this is really box squared is what it is. Okay. So then if I want to take the derivative of that, right, let's do dy dx. That's going to be this thing, right, which is going to be 2 box something to the 1st. Something to the 1st is just whatever it is. But then we still have to do d dx of what was inside the box, okay? And remember the box was all this. So this is going to be another chain rule is what this is, okay? So now I have cosine of 4x squared plus 5 to the 3rd, okay? Now, I don't know what the derivative of cosine of 4x squared plus 5 to the 3rd is. That seems very confusing. But I do know what the derivative of just cosine is, okay? So I'm going to say, okay, let's just call this thing, let's call this thing box. And so now this is just cosine of box, which I know, right? d dx of this is just going to, that's going to equal, derivative of cosine is negative sine. So that's going to be negative sine of whatever was in this box. But now I need to multiply it by the derivative of the box with respect to x again. Okay. And so let's remember. So now we have another thing, right? Now this was 4x squared plus 5 to the 3rd, which, okay, yes, like I could expand this out a bunch, right? I could FOIL it, but this would really suck. Yeah, right? So I'm going to say, okay, I'm just going to call this thing like something to the 3rd, okay? And I know d dx of that, right, is going to be 3 times something squared times, again, d dx of what's the box. And last one here, right? This is just 4x squared plus 5, which we know d dx of that is just going to equal 8x. Okay. So now we got to put everything back together. So this became like, this is a super, super long chain rule is what happened here. So our final answer, yeah, I know. Our final answer, we have to go right way back to here, right, it was going to be 2 times whatever the pink box was. Pink box was this. So that's that whole thing. Where can I grab it? Let me grab you, please. Okay, whatever. I'll put this down here then instead. Okay. Times the derivative of this, which was derivative of cosine of this was negative sine of the blue box. Okay, so that became times negative sine of 4x squared plus 5 to the third. Okay. And now we have to multiply it by the derivative of this thing, right? Which was 3 times the green box. So that's 3 times 4x squared plus 5 to the second times the final thing right here, which was the derivative of the green box, which was just 8x. Yeah. There you go. So that is technically the entire answer that you would do it. And that's how you get it. Yeah. That's if your teacher is going to be super mean to you. If your teacher really wants to test, like, do you know the chain rule? This is like a triple chain rule, is what it is. And that's why I talk about PUBG when you said it's just the derivative of the outside times the derivative of the inside. Yes, kind of, but sometimes you have to keep going more and more inside. Like you have to start at the biggest thing out and then like keep going in. I'd say it's like those like Russian doll things, you know, like the have you guys ever seen those things? You know what I'm talking about? Russian doll toy, I don't know. These things, yeah. Anyone ever seen these things where it's like the thing inside the thing inside the thing?
Matryoshka.
Is that what they're called? Matryoshka? Yeah.
Says that actually, yeah.
They're pretty cool. Yeah, it's basically like, yeah, this is kind of like how the chain rule works. My teacher gonna have that, but I understand chain rule so much better now. Yeah, dude, thanks. I'm glad you do. Yeah, and again, how this technically worked, if you want to see like again the math definition, I like using colors and shapes and stuff because I'm artistic. But if you wanted to really see how this worked, what they basically did here is they said, okay, okay, they said, or what I said, I guess. I said A is equal to cosine of 4x squared plus 5 to the third. And then I said B was equal to cosine of, let me think this is. No. Then I said B was equal to, yeah, this is, okay, sorry. And then there's a third out here, yeah. B was equal to, one second. Yes. Okay. B was equal to 4x squared plus 5. Okay. Yeah. And then this is how the chain rule worked. Is so instead of doing dy dx, okay, we did dy dA. Okay, that's what this was. Times dA dB. Okay. Times dB dx. That's what all three of these steps were. So this did like this thing, right? This one was this one, and then this one was this one. I'm autistic, so I like the math definition. I always mix up my R's and my U's. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah. So, yeah, because this was basically what happened here was we had y was equal to what was this? We had equal to a squared. Yeah, right. And then we had a was equal to cosine of b, and then we had b was equal to 4x squared plus 5 to the third. Yeah. Oh, I always mix my R's and my U's. Okay, I get that. That's funny. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. This is the math definition, but you can also kind of do it this way, which is, you know, just keep taking more and more derivatives. This is an extreme case. I don't think it would ever get this tough for you guys. Yes. Cool question though. I like that. Dun dun dun. Let's see. What did you send me, Woody? Oh, these are all the are these Roblox items? Is this what's all this stuff you have? What are you showing on me? What's all this stuff? Here, let me make sure. I think I have your 1 second. Yeah. Oh, he's deafened. Okay. Anyways. Where is? Let's go back to. Okay. I had to explain his joke. 0 out of 10, unfunny. Or you could say it was a very artistic joke. He was very artistic with that joke. Why are there no questions for today? It's Monday, so a lot of people have questions later in the week, but it's cool. We can go through some of your other ones. I like this. This is good. Also, Sensation, dude, you were working on math last time. If you have any questions about that stuff, feel free to, show me what you need help with, dude. I'll teach you. That's what I'm here for.
It's all simple.
That's okay. There's no such thing as too simple. PUBG says, I have a physics question, but it has multiple parts. I solved 3 out of 5. I don't know how to solve for the rest. Okay, that's totally cool. Totally cool at PUBG. Are you in the Discord? Yeah, it's I wonder if I can tag you in it. I don't think I can, because I think I have the channel set up that no one can can text in this channel. But this is the channel. So if you look here on the left here, PUBG, you see where it says help screenshots. This is where people post whatever questions they have. You can only post images. You can't post text. So if you have text, sometimes people take a screenshot of their text and then they upload the screenshot, and I'll pull that into the stream and I'll go over it. Yeah. Fuck the quotient rule. Oh man, dude. I don't like the quotient rule, but honestly, it does work out kind of better sometimes. It really does. Yeah.
Hello.
Yo, what's up, Teacup? How's it going, dude?
Going fine.
How was the Fortnite tournament this weekend?
Well, I think I might redo it on Wednesday.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, you do as many as you want. I would say make sure you switch the games up during the weekends so that people who don't have certain games can play.
That's what I was gonna do. So I installed Fortnite, and then I didn't know how it worked, so I had Aspect or Nick make the hobby, but his friend kept joining, so it kind of got rude. So I need to do it now.
It's okay. Yeah, it's a learning process, is what it is. And this what I want. I want you guys to kind of learn this and stuff. It's pretty cool. I'm glad you guys are figuring it out. That's kind of my whole goal. I've kind of seen in life here, right? Is that I can't do everything myself forever, and so what I really have to do is empower you guys to be able to do things when I'm not here as well.
You try to make yourself efficient.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And this is what they call something being scalable, right? Because they're if I have to do everything, eventually when this gets too big, I can't do everything because unless I make more clones of me or something, right?
Well, by the time it gets big, you'll probably be able.
By the time what?
By the time this gets big enough, you'll have enough clones.
Yeah, I'll have enough clones or something. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I thought there was a code you put in and you send them a link, but no.
Yeah, like a creator code or something, but it's creative code, I guess is what it is. Sorry.
I couldn't say how it works.
Okay. Well, yeah. Have Nick help you. Nick is very experienced with Fortnite. He knows how Fortnite works.
I need to send it.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, PUBG, did you figure out how to send screenshots? You figured out PUBG? The world's smallest dog has been cloned 49 times. Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Yes, there we go. AGM, nice, dude. Got you, bro. All right, let's do it. Nope, not this one. I thought you had a chem test. Physics is cool too. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. A springboard having a stiffness of K equals this is used as a shock absorber. A 1.9 kilogram block is given an initial downward velocity of this. At a position 1.65 above the spring, use the spring. Okay, blah, blah, blah. What is the maximum deflection of the spring? Okay. I guess they're saying, how much does the spring compress? This is an interesting word. What country are you from, PUBG? I've never seen, deflection. Usually we say, compression. say I'm gonna put the numbers here. And then, yeah, 1.9 kilograms. Okay, that's okay. America. Okay, whatever. It was just interesting to use deflection. Okay. Acceleration lowest point. Okay. What is the maximum height above the uncompressed spring that the blocks will attain after it rebounds? Okay. Have you done conservation of energy yet, PUBG? You know what to set up? Okay, that's totally cool. Okay. So how conservation of energy works is the total energy in one situation has to equal the total energy in another situation. All right. So what they're saying is we have this block here, right? And this block is hitting the spring is compressing, and then the spring decompresses and shoots the block back up, and then it's going to reach some maximum height. Okay. So let's how these always work is you always write out what the total energy is in one situation, and then you set it equal to what the total energy is in a different situation. And so in this case, we know that this block here, right, is going to have some now maximum height is what we're going to say. We're going to say this is like a max height, I guess. Max height. Okay. Whereas in the beginning, right, this thing was located at this height. Also, we have to choose like where we're measuring our height from. And I think since they say this is 1.65, we're just going to call this level like h equals 0, just to make things simple. Okay, we're going to say this is h equals 0. Okay. So, the first thing I want to do is I want to figure out what all the energies are in each situation, okay? So at the beginning here, when this thing is being thrown downwards, right, we say that it has some initial downward velocity, which means it's going to have kinetic energy. When I look at this picture, there are three things, right? I have a spring, which means I'm going to have spring energy. I have things moving at different heights, which means I'm going to have potential energy. And then I have things moving with speeds, which means I'm going to have kinetic energy. So we're going to look at what the kinetic energy plus the potential energy plus the spring energy is for this situation. We're going to call that like situation 1. And then we're going to look at what the kinetic energy plus the potential energy plus the string energy is for the second situation, which is after the block has bounced off of the spring and is at a maximum height. Okay? So in the beginning here, right, kinetic energy is equal to 1/2 mv squared, right? So 1/2 mv squared. Potential energy is equal to mgh, and then spring energy is equal to 1/2 kx squared, where x is how much the spring is compressed, or in this case, I guess deflected is what your teacher uses. So at the beginning, right, the spring is just chilling here. There's nothing on the spring. The spring isn't compressed at all or anything. So that means that the spring potential energy is going to be 0. So this goes away. Okay. We do have an initial height for this thing, right? So I'm going to go, okay, cool. So this has what is this? This is going to be m times g times the height, which is 1.65. I'm going to leave m and g as variables for now, and a reason to do this, PUBG, is that sometimes these things will cancel out later. So instead of putting numbers in, I know it's tempting to put numbers in, start busting out the calculator and doing things, but it's better to wait until the very end. What's up, Falconer? Good to see you, dude. Okay, and then this one is 1/2 m, and then this thing does have a velocity, right? Because we say the block is given an initial downwards velocity of 1.85. So this is going to be 1.85 squared, okay? And then plus 0, right? So this is equal to the total. Total in this situation. Okay? Now let's add up what all the energies are here once the thing has bounced up to a maximum height, okay? Same thing. We're going to have Ke, mu E, and mu S. Let me see if I can just copy this, just make things faster. Yeah, good. Okay, cool. So, again, the spring is chilling, right? The spring did deflect, but once the spring, again, compresses down and then comes right back up, it's going to launch the block off, and so now the spring doesn't have anything weighing down on it anymore, so it's not being compressed or stretched out anymore. So this is also still going to be 0. Goodbye. It is going to have some maximum height. We don't know what the height is, right? So I'm going to, okay, cool. This is plus mg, and then this is h max. Okay. And then here's the cool thing. What is the kinetic energy of this block, PUBG, when it hits its maximum height? Do you know that? Zero. Yeah, exactly. Because when something reaches its maximum height, the velocity in the y direction is 0. Exactly. Okay. So this goes away as well, right? Goodbye. All right. So plus 0 is equal to total. All right. So now all I have to do here, PUBG, is set this total energy equal to this total energy. So in this case, I have 1/2 m times 1.85 squared plus m times g times 1.65 is equal to m times g times h max. Now, look why I didn't put the mass in, right? Because the mass is in every single term. So I can just cancel that off. So this goes away, goes away, goes away. It just helps you out. It's going to save you some time. Okay. So the last thing to do is to just solve this, right? So here. Yeah, let's see where the calculator is. Where's my calculator? Oh, there you are. Okay, cool. Okay. So we have 0.5 times 1.85 squared. Right? And then this is plus G. I use 9.8. Some people say 9.81. I use 9.8 times. Some people use 10 because they're monsters. Times 1.65. Good. Okay. So that's what all this was. This ends up being 17.88 is equal to G H max. Okay. So then the last thing to do is just divide by G. Right? We'll get rid of that. So I'm going to get the H max.
Exactly 10, you said.
Yeah, dude, people who use 10 are monsters, dude. Don't do it. 9.8. 9.8.
9.81.
9.81 is more specific, yes. I think it's technically 9.08. Wait. It's 9.805, I think, is what it is technically. I'll look it up in a second here.
I've never seen it any longer than 9.81.
I know, yeah. Some people, yeah, that's when people are crazy. Okay, so this gets H max is going to be 1.82 meters. Is what that should be. So you tell me if that's correct for this. And then that's got to be meters. Yeah, should be. All right, while you try that, I want to see what gravity constant is.
Figure out how to get the derivative of gravity.
Well, okay, so this is big G. Where's little g? I need little g.
Well,
Correct? Yes. We got the answer. We got the right answer. But where's I want dude, I want the number. Oh, it varies, dude.
G?
How do you derive G? Yeah. So if you really want to derive G, like little g, that comes from big G, and it takes into account the radius of the Earth is what you have to do, which again varies, right? Because certain places on Earth are higher than lower. So technically G changes, and I think I saw here it said it changes by like 7%, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The agreed value for standard, so this is like the average, is 9.80665 is what it is, which is basically 9.81. But it can go anywhere from 9.76, which is at this mountain in Peru, to 9.83 at the Arctic Ocean. In large cities, it ranges. Oh, wow. I wonder why it ranges in large cities.
Mass.
Yeah, maybe it's the mass of the buildings and stuff. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, anyways, yeah. So, yeah, gravity can change. Okay, cool. All right. Now let's assume the initial velocity of the block is upwards. What is the maximum height above the spring? Above the springs that the block will attain after rebounds. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So PUBG, I want to see if you get this. So they're saying that the initial velocity is upwards. So instead of this thing being thrown down at 1.85 meters per second, they're throwing it up. How is that going to change what H max is? Or does it change what H max is? This is kind of cool. I like this question. It stays the same. Exactly. Yes. So again, this was 1.85 down, and they're like, oh, let's switch it up. Let's throw it back up at 1.85. Because your kinetic energy term is v squared, I don't care what the direction is. Well, I mean, I do care what the I don't care whether it's up or down. I do care whether it's to the left or to the right, X and Y and stuff. But yeah. I don't care if there's a negative on this because it'll change it as well. Yeah, it stays the same. So you're gonna have the same maximum height. And this kind of also makes sense. Have you guys ever heard the common phrase like what goes up, must come down? If you throw something up with a velocity of, let's say, 5 meters per second, the thing will go up, its velocity will be 0, and then it will come down at exactly -5 meters per second at the same height. This is kind of a cool thing in physics. Like whatever height you throw, whatever speed you throw something up at, when it comes back down, it will have the same height. Whatever speed, it'll have the same speed when it comes down to the same height. That's provided your heights are the same. Sometimes like people have questions like this, and these are different. Because if the heights are different, the speeds won't be the same. Yeah. Cool. That's a pretty cool. That's a very very cool question, AGM. I like that one. Oh, Jamarcus, I forgot to give you a bond coin, dude. My bad.
Never thought of that. If you just drop an item from a height,
yes,
then it falls at 9.81 meters per second.
That's how fast it accelerates. That's how fast the speed is changing. So,
yeah, but it's cumulative, isn't it? Though
it is. It's non-linear. So actually, what the equation is, right, is so v squared is equal to v naught squared plus 2a delta x is what it is. Okay. So this is what we call like final velocity. And this is the initial, okay? So if I just drop something, right, my initial velocity is going to be 0 because there is no initial speed to it, right? So then what I get is v squared is equal to 2a delta x. And so what this tells you, right, is that as something falls down, right, as the change in the position falls down, that's going to affect the speed by the square root of it. Is what it is. So what we say is like v is equal to the square root of 2a delta x. So as you fall more, let's say you fall by like twice the distance, your velocity would go up by the square root of 2 of that. Or another way to say this is like, okay, if the distance you fall is 4 times as much, then your velocity will be twice as much because it's the square root of it. These are what are called like relationships and stuff. Like it's I get there's a similar thing with I'm trying to think like probably like being tired and like sleeping, right? Like for every hour you sleep, you probably gain like twice as much alertness or awakeness. So that's an example of like a non-linear relationship. If it was something like, let's say like my alertness is equal to like the hours of sleep I get squared, okay? So if this doubles, then alertness goes up by a factor of 4. If the amount of hours I sleep triples, then my alertness goes up by a factor of 9. These are called like nonlinear relationships is how these are. So the speed doesn't change by a constant 9.8. It changes by the square root of the distance that it's fallen, actually. This all comes from like physics stuff. It's cool though. Yeah, when you get into I know Sensation. When you get into it, I'll explain it to you more. It's really cool. Yeah, awesome. PUBG, do you have any other physics questions? I know you got a test tomorrow. If you have any other ones, I'll help you with them because I don't think anyone else has really asked many questions. Or Teacup has one. I'll do one with Teacup. But yeah, if you have a picture of another one, find one, Pub, and even if it's chemistry, if you have a chemistry question, just find a picture of it, throw it in the screenshots, and I'll do it in the next 10-20 minutes. Let me help Teacup with his real quick. It's a really good one, actually. I like this. We're doing related rates now. Ooh, I like related rates. I love related rates.
Hello.
All right, Teacup, what's up, dude? Teacup. I see Woody. Woody, what's going on, Woody?
I didn't feel like going to school on a Monday.
What do you mean you didn't feel like going to school on a Monday?
Shift. Chaos happens. Chaos.
Okay.
Always
Chaos.
the fight. Always the
You always have
fight.
fights at your school? People always fighting?
No, they're just like chaos, swearing, and worse.
Okay.
I just don't want to come on a Monday.
Okay. That's okay, man. Dude, sometimes you need to take like days off.
It's like the first time I ever skipped school on purpose.
Okay. Did you at least tell your parents you didn't want to go to school? Or your grandma? Are you staying with your grandma right now?
No,
I forgot.
I just lied. I fell asleep late. But I lied.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
care.
it's better to tell the truth. It's better to tell because if you tell your parents, for instance, that you don't want to go to school because it's too much and then there's like chaos and stuff, then they can help you. If you don't tell them why you don't want to go to school, they're not going to help you. They don't know how to help you.
Hey, go look in the DM. I already
Okay.
got everything ready. This is the UGC time. Take a look.
I see. This is there are a lot of Roblox things you're showing me here, right? There's a lot of Roblox.
Yeah.
These Roblox things. Yo, I like that gamer chain, dude. That's pretty cool. That's gold. You own all these items?
Yep.
Oh wow, dude. How do you get all these items? Bro, the
Free.
noodle key? The noodle key looks cool.
That's gonna be opening at some point in October. That's gonna be
How do I get the gold elder pal? I want the gold elder pal. How dude? How do I get this one?
It's not available anymore. You need to be on time, but I
Oh.
don't think you're on time.
Can you tell me like when to be on time if they have like gold things? I like gold things. Yeah, like the Crown of Champions, dude. This thing looks sick. That's cool.
It was like 30 days ago or more.
Or dude, the gold small bubble glasses. Yes, dude. I want these. Or the waffle star shades. Those are really cool too. All right, let's see. Confidence intervals. Confidence intervals are cool. Falconer, you want to post a screenshot question on one? I'll help you with them. Let me help Teacup with some related rates real quick.
Go to draw.
I love confidence intervals. Confidence intervals are cool.
I was just say that gamer chain was easy. All you just need to do is download Opera and then get the item in the game.
Okay.
And I had 100,000 stock.
Yeah.
That
Alright,
was
do it
the
up.
only easy thing.
Do it up.
The 40 cent is like 10, like 7. I was laughing. For those 10 Robux. Are you serious?
All right, Teacup, where you at? Do I got a ping Teacup?
Oh,
There he is, Teacup. Okay, cool. All right, let's do this. Okay, so we have a light is moving at 0.8 meters per second, approaches a man standing 4 meters from a wall. The light is 1 meter above the ground. How fast is the tip P of the man's shoulder shadow moving? Sorry. Okay, how fast is this moving when the light is 7 meters from the wall? Okay, so I'm going to say, like, this is, for instance, 7. All right, this is kind of cool. This is a cool question.
I was about to say we gotta do the Pythagorean theorem.
Definitely got to do the Pythagorean theorem. Yeah, so here, let's assign some variables to things, okay? So let me assign... You're good, you're good. Let me assign, I'm going to say the height of P. I'm going to call that Y, okay? And then I'm going to call the position of this cart. I'm going to call this thing equal to Z. Sorry, equal to X is what I'm going to say. Okay?
So if we just do y squared plus x squared.
Well, the problem is like, yeah, the problem is that this is not a complete triangle. Do you see how like a complete triangle would need to come down to here?
Ooh.
Yeah. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to use something called similar triangles, which maybe I think you might be doing this in geometry and stuff. Okay.
Nope, not at all.
Okay. Well, all right. So do you see how this is going to make kind of like a the light is 1 meter above the ground. How fast is the oh, this is like super interesting. Okay, because this angle is changing. Ew. Oh no, this gets like kind of complicated. Okay. Okay, it's something like this is what it is. Okay. Uh-huh. And then this is 1.8. This is constant. Like, this is always going to be 1.8. But then this thing is like changing as like it moves. Okay. Okay, we got to do some things with some ratios. Ratios of triangles is what we have to do here. Okay. So, if you ever have a triangle, let me make something like this. These are called inscribed triangles. So if I have something like this, okay, and let's call this whole distance like A, and then let's call this B, and then let's call this C, and let's call this D. The ratios of the side, these are called similar triangles because they have the same angles and ratios of sides. So the length, do you see how I have a big triangle here, Teacup? You see how I have a big triangle? And then I have a smaller triangle right inside here.
Yeah.
Those are called inscribed triangles. So the lengths of these sides, so the height of the big triangle and the width. All right, good. There should be back. Should be back. Okay, and then let me put this right back. Okay. Cool. But everything works again? I think so, yeah? Good?
Probably.
Okay, cool. All right. Technical difficulties, please hold. Yeah. It's all right. Luckily, I've gotten so used to it, I can get the stream back up usually in, 10, 20 seconds. Okay, anyways. Okay, so the ratio of the sides. So the height to the width of that big triangle is the same as the height of this one, which would be A minus B over C. That's this is the similar triangles thing. So so this side to this side is the same as this side to this side. Do you see that, Teacup?
Yeah.
Good. All right, awesome. Okay. So, what I see here, right, is this distance is x. This distance is always going to be 4, okay? So let's relate the things. So, if okay. So this to this, but oh man, what's the, and then this is some like magic distance. Let's call this, let me call this Z. Is what I'm going to call this. Okay. So I'm going to say y over z is the same thing as 1.8. Oh, wait. 1.8. No. You have class again? Okay. Yeah, 1.8. And then this is 1.8 over, and this is z minus 4.
This is weird.
It's a very weird one. No, it's okay. Which is also equal to, this is going to be 1 over, and then this is going to be z minus x. Yeah, okay. I've set up like three similar triangles, okay? So we have like this triangle, I have this triangle, and then I have this triangle. And these are like the three expressions.
Okay, all I'm saying is that one tiny triangle is a square. Actually, no, never mind. But we still don't know what the leg is.
Yeah, these are all messy. Okay. And then what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out how fast this shadow is moving. So this. So that's the same thing as dy dt. So I'm looking for dy dt. That's how fast this thing moves, is dy dt.
You're taking derivatives?
Yes, we do have to take derivatives, yeah. So how related rates works is you have to create equations that relate different quantities. This is actually a pretty difficult related rates question. Usually they're much simpler ones. But you have to create equations like this, and then you have to take derivatives, and then you need to be able to in order to solve for like one rate to another rate. Here, let me do an easier one. This one I could do, but this is tricky, and like you've never seen this before, so let me do a simple example first. Let's say find how fast the volume of a balloon is changing if the radius of the balloon is changing at, let's say, 3 meters per second. This is a big fucking balloon, okay? And then we'll say, and the radius is a big balloon, is currently 2 meters, okay? So this is what a classic related rates question is. And here, I'm going to show you, because this is a simple one, and this will explain the concept better, and then I can do that one later at another point. That's going to take some time. Okay. All right, so the first thing I want to figure out, right, they're saying, so you have to first figure out, like, what the rates are that you're dealing with. So rates are like what things are changing. Okay, so what's changing here when I'm filling up this balloon? The balloon, yeah, but what's changing about the balloon?
The radius.
The radius, good.
Volume
okay.
and radius.
So that's going to be dRdt, okay? So the radius is changing. That's a rate, okay? And even more so, do they tell us how fast the radius is changing at?
Radius is changing at 3 over 5.
3, it's just 3. Yeah, 3 meters per second. Okay, cool. So that's a rate there, okay? And then what's another rate? What are we trying to ask? What are we looking for? Find what?
The volume.
Find how fast the volume is changing. So what I want to know is what is dV/dt, okay? So this is why it's called related rates, because I have 2 rates. I have the rate of the radius, which is dRdt, and I have the rate of the volume, which is dV/dt. And what I need to do then is come up with an equation that relates the radius to the volume. So I want V and R, like, how do these things relate? Okay. How do you know the volume of a balloon relates to the radius?
Because the bigger the balloon, the more weight dV.
Do you know the equation? Do you know the equation for the volume of a balloon? The volume of a sphere?
I think I do.
What is it?
The volume of it's I really want to say pi r squared, but that's not correct.
Yeah, 4 pi r squared is the surface area. The volume is 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, it's this. All right.
Oh yeah, mate.
So this is the regular equation. These are our derivatives. So what I need to do is take the derivative of this to then try to, like, plug some stuff in. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the derivative of this whole thing with respect to time. Okay. So this is going to be dV dt, right, is equal to, and this is going to be 4/3 pi, and then what's the derivative of r cubed?
Derivative of r cubed.
Mm-hmm.
It would be 3r squared.
Good, 3r squared, and then so technically this is a chain rule because I didn't do, you know, dt cubed dt, right? I did the derivative of r cubed dt, which is the same thing as the derivative of, you know, r cubed dr times dr dt. That's technically what happened here. Okay. I know Noise is going to hate me because I'm canceling things again. So that's why when you do this, when you do related rates, you treat this as if it's just a variable you're taking a derivative of, but then afterwards you need to multiply by dr dt. Does that make sense? We're going to play Fortnite in like 20-30 minutes. Woody, cool? Okay. Okay. So this is cool. Now I have an equation here, right? Which relates what I'm looking for, dV dt, and what I have, dr dt. Okay? So now I have to just plug stuff in. So dV dt is equal to 4/3 pi times 3. These are going to cancel, which is nice. Okay, but then what is r? See how I have r squared here?
Yeah.
Where did I say here in the word problem what the radius was, like when I wanted to figure out the rate?
Yes, 2 millimeters.
2 meters, good. So I'm going to say this is 2 squared, and then dr dt is 3, okay? So now all that's left to do is just do some math, right? So this is 4 pi times 4 times 3, 16, what is that?
Oh, you did 3.
Because that's what dr dt was.
Oh, okay.
Right? So that's 12 and 4. So this is going to be 48 pi, and then technically what this is meters cubed per second. The reason for that
That's
is
a big balloon.
Yes. So the volume of this sphere is changing by 48 pi cubic meters every second. It's a big fucking balloon. It would be the fuse.
Hold on.
What, Woody?
Sorry.
Okay, you're okay, dude. All right. Anyways, does that make a little bit of sense?
Yes.
Cool. Good. Awesome. Good job, Teacup. See, that's a cool question, Jamarcus, because that also includes the chain rule that we just went over earlier. That's what that is. This is right here. This is the chain rule. All right, awesome. Let's see. Who else put questions in? Ethan put one. Good. Cool. All right, here. Let me help. Let me help PUBG real quick with his because he's got a test tomorrow, and then Ethan, I'll do yours. Ooh, draw a reasonable Lewis dot structure for each of the following molecules. If they're resonance structures, draw all of them. Include all lone pairs. Okay. This sounds pretty cool, PUBG.
Quick segue before you get into this. What's the
What's
opposite
up?
of helium?
The opposite of helium?
Is it hexafluorine?
No, I don't think so. What? Helium's just an element, right?
Oh, I should have said the opposite effect.
Oh, the opposite effect.
Helium, if you breathe the helium, your voice goes all squeaky. There's an opposite.
Oh, is
function.
there? Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Hexafluorine make it sound like Satan.
Oh my god.
I'm sure it's
Hexafluorine, dude. That what, like F6? Really? Fluorine gas is not a very good thing to inhale. I'm pretty sure fluorine like kills you, dude. Like you don't want that.
I'm pretty sure breathing in helium's not good for you either. But...
It's not the best for you, but it's not terrible. Yeah, it's not gonna kill you, I guess. But yeah, that's funny. I forget why that actually happens. There's some reason for that. Oh, cool. And then here's Falconers as well. Okay, here. Okay, one sec. Let me do Falconers, and then I'll do yours, PUBG. All right, here we go. All right, Car Repair Business wants to know what the cost of parts for all of repair jobs is. He randomly selects the receipts for 94 different jobs. The sample mean cost is 31.32. Okay, so that's like X bar, right, is 31.32. And the sample standard deviation, that's SX, is 30.42. Construct a 90% confidence interval for the true mean of the cost of the parts. Okay, cool. So I think here, right, we say this is where you say, I think here, is this what they mean by X bar, Falconer? Is this what they want? They want like X bar is equal to 31.32. Some assumptions. I think whenever you build confidence intervals, you need to assume that it's a simple random sample, SRS, simple random sample, right? So there's no biases or whatnot. Like you're picking things randomly. What other assumptions do you need here? I guess normally distributed. And I mean, 94 jobs is good. You always want like n is greater than 30, I think, is kind of a good thing. You kind of want like n is greater than 30. Okay, reliability coefficient, right? This is gonna be I'm trying to think what this is gonna be. Reliability coefficient. Is that just alpha equals 0.1? Is that really all they want? There's a different word for it, I think. Confidence. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I think they just want the Z number is what they want, I think. Yeah, alpha does equal 0.1. Yeah, I understand that, yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So, whatever your confidence interval is, 1 minus that is your alpha. So, 1 minus 90%, right? That's equal to 10%. So, that means alpha is equal to 0.1. Okay? Yeah. What alpha is the percent chance that you don't get the real mean. Okay, so how a confidence interval works is we're going to have like, right, some lower value and some upper value, right? What a confidence interval says is that I'm 90 out of all the trials I do, 90% of them should have the true mean fall in somewhere between the lower and the upper here. Because what happened was, so with these 94 jobs, we got that the mean cost was $31.32. However, there is a true mean. Like there's an actual mean for like all of the trials that I take in the universe. And what a 90% confidence interval says, that 90% of the time it's going to be between these two values, the lower and the upper. That clears it up. Yeah, good. Yeah. So yeah, whatever your confidence interval is, 100% minus that's your alpha. Now, because this is a confidence interval, this means it's two-sided. Two-sided means that you're checking that it's above and below a certain value. So technically what you need to do when you're figuring out your z values is you need to do it for alpha divided by 2. Okay? And so I'll show you where this comes from. Z table. Wow. Is there like a bigger image of this I can have? Yeah, okay, cool. Copy the image in. Yeah, okay. So, when you have a 90% confidence interval, what you want to do is you want your true mean to be in between these two values where you only have 5% here and you only have 5% here. This is called like the error region. This is where like you would make a mistake. It's, you know, say you have your confidence interval. Say we get a confidence interval where we say, oh, it's between $28 and I don't know, and $34, okay? Let's just say this is what we get. Then there's a 5% chance that the actual average cost is higher than that, and a 5% chance it's actually lower than that. So in total, there's a 10% chance that we're wrong, right? Because with a confidence interval, the actual mean that you're looking for could be higher or lower than the confidence interval. You're saying it's in between these two values. And so to be 90% confident there, you can only be 10% not confident or 10% unsure that it's either higher or lower. And then there's an equal chance of it being higher or lower if it's a simple random sample and it's normally distributed. So that means that there's a 5% uncertainty that it's higher and a 5% uncertainty that it's lower. So, yes. And then also, we have to be careful here. These, I think because there's 94 jobs here and whatnot, I don't think we need to use a t-table for this. I think because n is sufficiently big, n is 94, this means we can use z values. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to figure out what z value corresponds to there only being 5% in one of the tails. Okay. And that means I have to look here at this table, right? And we need to look for where we have 0.05 on the left. Okay. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for where this is 0.05. And it depending on like what class you're in, they'll give you different z tables. So you have to kind of learn how to read it. This z table says that, okay, for this z value, the area to the left will be represented here. So I need to find out where that's 0.05. And that looks like it's around here, I guess? Yeah, 0.0, or that's 0.005. Sorry. Where's just 0.05? It's like right here. So right around here. Yeah, it says right around here. So when I get 0.05, the 0.0495 is pretty close, honestly. That corresponds to a z value of 1.65. Okay. Technically, it's 1.65 on the left, and then it's 1.65 on the right. That's to the left and the right. So this is what we call our z critical. So I say z star is equal to 1.65. Now, when building a confidence interval is just equal to whatever your sample standard deviation is, plus or minus Z star, which sometimes they'll also call this Z alpha over 2. And then I think it's times just the standard deviation. I think it's just times SX. I don't know if you do square root of n here. Like, sometimes you do. Let me see. Sample.
Obligatory. It is pronounced Z.
Z? I know. You British people.
That's dope.
See, that's a very strange one. Like, Americans are the only people that say Z.
Really? Are we?
Canadians say Z.
Oh.
Japanese say Z.
They do say Z. Okay, okay.
It's strange, but whatever.
Oh, we do have to do... Oh, see, they have a T value on this one. Do I really want a T value? Ugh. I mean, yes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so, okay. Technically, I need a T table for this because maybe 90 isn't enough standards. Yeah, here, enough samples. I'll show you. Because eventually what happens is T tables turn into Z tables once you have enough samples. This is the actual equation is what it is. Yes, and then this, I think I need to get from a T table. Oh, I need this, but I need it like slightly bigger. No. Why don't you copy? There we go. Okay. Okay. So, two-tailed, right? And I need two-tailed at 10%. So that's going to be this one. Okay. So we're going to look down this column. And we needed to do it, I think, what was it? It was like 100 doctors or something. What did they say? Sorry, not doctors. 94 jobs. Okay. So this is where, yeah, degrees of freedom here. This is always like the number of trials minus 1. And when you get to such high values, you have to kind of just like approximate. So 94 doctors is around 100. So it's technically going to be this. Do you see how this is basically 1.65 though? It's 1.66. It's very close. And also they kind of help you out here because they put what the confidence level is here. So you can see that confidence level of 90% corresponds to 5% in each side or 10% in the tails. And then so forth and so forth. They have all these ones. Okay, so 1.66 technically. All right, whatever. Okay, so it's going to be this over the square root of n. So this right here is going to be 1.66. This right here is going to be 31.32. Sample standard deviation, 30.42. And then n is the number of samples, which in this case was 94. So we're going to do the square root of 94. And then you can just plug this into a calculator if you want this. So here, we'll get it real quick. Okay, so we have 31.32 plus 1.66 times 30.42 divided by the square root of 94. That's going to give us the top end. So that gets us 36.53. And then if we do minus, that's going to get us 26.11. So there you go. That's your confidence interval right there. Is going to be this. It's from 26.11 to 36.53. I think this coefficient is technically 1.66. I think that's what they want. I think this is they want like T alpha over 2 is what they want for it. But then yeah, and then this is so you can say that for 90% of future trials, the true mean should be in between 26 plus and 36. Yeah. This is actually really cool for hypothesis testing, because if you were to get a sample that was outside of this confidence interval, then you can say with 90% certainty that that sample is different than all your other samples. That's called hypothesis testing. This is why statistics is cool, because we use it for stuff like that. I think even on the calculator, I think there's a stat button for here. Yeah, look. Okay, so if we go to T interval. So here's a T interval. So here you can just put the stats in. It's pretty cool, actually. Watch. So the mean, right, was 31.32. The standard deviation was 30.42. N level was 94. And then the confidence level I want a 90% confidence, so 0.9. So calculate. And watch. It'll probably do it for you. Yeah, see? Look, 26.11 basically to 36.53. So, yeah, if you have a TI-84, this is super cool. You can do a lot of these statistic tests on your calculator. I hope that helps. That's a good way to double check your answer and stuff, just to make sure. I mean, this is the long way to do it with the tables and everything, and this is like the work smarter, not harder method. Does that make sense, Falconer? Yeah? A little bit more? Pretty cool stuff, the calculator. I love the calculator.
Which brings me to my next point.
What's your next point?
Those that use the word theory instead of hypothesis. When they say theory instead of hypothesis, they deserve a beating.
I deserve a beating, dude.
It's only the theory, so it's proven then. No, that's not what I meant. Then you meant hypothesis, didn't you?
Yes. Well, yeah, those are two different things, right? Okay, let's see. Let me see what they actually got. So they use Z alpha. Yeah, they did what I did. I think technically you're supposed to use T alpha. Yeah, and good. Yeah. All right, whatever. It works both ways. Good. Nice. Good shit, dude. Bye, Jamarcus. Let us know how the Russian math stuff goes.
Where's what happened to Fortnite, bro?
We're gonna still play. Just give me a second. I'm going through some questions. Don't worry. Let me help out. Let's see. PUBG, you still here? He's got a chemistry test tomorrow.
I don't think he's in the call, but I'm pretty sure he might be in the stream.
Yeah, let's see if he's in. Let's see if he's on Twitch. I love doing this.
I can't see if he's on the stream because I'm playing Warzone still.
What? Why are you still playing Warzone, dog?
Well, right now I'm playing with my real life friends, so.
Oh, our IRL friends are dope. We like that.
That's dope.
It's more fun if you're playing a real life friend than an online friend. Trust me.
Yeah, I used to do that.
No one remembers what a LAN party was.
Yeah, dude, I remember what a LAN party was. Did you remember Sensation when I showed you what I did like in high school? We threw like massive LAN parties.
Oh yeah, that shit looked awesome.
Yeah, right, dude. That's super cool. There's always like the memes, right, of them like tying people to the chairs.
Wait, Dr. Gold, do you have pictures of what is it, Burning Man?
I have plenty of pictures of Burning Man. Dude, this was always the funny thing, dude. I love these pictures. This is how we used to play video games.
Oh my god.
Actually, you text the ceiling.
Yes, dude. LAN parties went hard, dude. Yes, bro,
Have
dude.
your, Ask Dr. Gold if he had schizophrenia.
If I have schizophrenia, dude, what? Yeah,
Dude,
dude.
schizophrenia.
Dude, look at all the amount of Mountain Dew, dude. This is what we used to do, and all the CDs and stuff, man, dude. This is how we used to do. This is how we used to have parties, dude. Y'all just connect to Xbox Live now. You just do Xbox Live and you're easy, you know. But this is how we used to have to do it.
Fanta grape. I like that.
You like Fanta? Fanta's great. Yeah, Mountain Dew's cool, dude. Okay.
Yeah, I like that grape. It's just delicious. It's just awesome. And Diet Coke is good.
Diet Coke's good too. All right, let me do Ethan's question. Then if PUBG comes back, I'll help him with Chem. All right. What's up, Ethan? You here? Where's Ethan? Ethan. Ethan.
He's either too weak or he's AFK, probably doing something.
Yeah.
Which means can we finally play Fortnite?
We can soon. Give me a second.
Please,
Ethan!
I want to show you the Jack Skellington skin.
Ethan, you're muted. You're muted, Ethan.
Why is he muted?
Did Mr.
He
Bean's coming
does
up?
that when he's not in the thingy. He'll mute himself at the end of the streams.
Are you back, Ethan?
What is that, Mr.
Ethan, you back, dude?
Yeah.
Yes, nice. Okay, cool. Let's do this question. This is good. Is this one of your math questions you have in your class?
I'm taking a test, so might as well get some help with something similar.
Yeah, let's do it, dude. Okay. All right, Brian's kite is flying above a field at the end of a 65-meter long string. Okay, so we got like a kite here. So we got a kite here or something, right? This is 65 meters. If the angle of elevation to the kite measures 70 degrees, okay, this is 70 degrees. How high is the kite? Okay, so so there's two things you got to learn, right? Okay, so angle of elevation is always the angle from the ground up to something. See where they have that here?
Alright.
Okay. Whereas
Yes, I see that.
angle of depression, this is what angle of depression is. Let's say this is like the sky. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
This is angle of depression.
Go.
What's up?
Why do they give you the angle of depression, but with the triangle up there?
Yeah, you could. That's fine. Okay. So that
And how you
it ends up being kind of the same, actually, right? Because, okay, if this is the sky, right? Say this is the sky. Then this is the angle of depression. You remember how, like, if you have two lines that are parallel, let's say this is the ground, right? These are, like, opposite interior angles, right? If this is a transversal. Yeah.
So basically, the angle will stay in the same place no matter what they say.
Yeah, it's basically the same one.
Alright.
So, they want you to figure out how high is the kite above Brian's head. Okay. I mean, technically, I need to know how tall Brian is, right? Don't I need to know how tall Brian is? I don't know how tall Brian is.
Got to find that.
Well, let's assume
Or
Brian.
is this playing around?
Let's assume Brian's just laying on the ground. Like Brian's laying down here. He's like, "Oh shit, I don't know what's going on." Okay.
What's the language?
All right. Okay.
Actually, hold on. I got a better idea. Hold on, that's a go.
What's up?
What if Brian was there, kind of hang on to this guy, and the wind was blowing it too hard, and the guy was dragging him? Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay. Oh, like he's holding on, but he's on the ground because it's like dragging him away. Yes.
That's,
Okay, let's just say it's that. Okay.
that's even more funny.
I do like this. This is pretty funny. Okay. So what are we trying to figure out here though?
How high is the kite?
Yeah. So this is a triangle, right? So where's the height of the height? How are we trying to figure out how high the triangle is?
That
How do
looks
we
really
figure that out?
complicated. I don't even have a question.
So this is how high the triangle is. This is how high it is. It's right here, right?
All right.
Okay.
But
Do you know how to?
What if they were asking on the ground level?
What if they're asking what, dude?
What if they're gonna ask something about the ground level?
What do you mean about the ground level? What would they ask about the ground level?
Like at the bottom of the triangle?
Oh, like how far horizontally? Yeah, we could ask that too. Someone could ask like what's the horizontal distance, or like they would say like the ground distance.
All right. It all
But-
depends, right?
It all depends what they're asking. But in this case, they're asking for the height, Ethan, right?
All right.
Okay, so how do we find the height?
We gotta use trigonometry, right?
We do gotta use trig. Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, good. What trig functions are we gonna use?
Hold on. So you sine, right?
We are gonna use sine. Yep. We are gonna use sine. So how are we gonna explain this? How do we explain this as like a trig function?
Let's see. It's like to identify the sides for the
Okay,
trig
good.
functions.
Okay. Yeah, so what are the different sides?
So we know that what they're asking for the angle of 70, it's the opposite. What they're asking
Good.
for is how high the kite is.
Yeah, good. You're asking for the opposite. Yeah. So what's that gonna be?
Oh, sorry,
We
is it?
also And we also know that the 605 is a hypotenuse.
Good.
We know that the unknown place, which is the ground level, is the adjacent, which
Very
we
good.
don't need to.
We don't need to worry about that. Yeah, they're not asking for it. If they did, we could figure it out. Okay.
Yeah,
So what do we
but
do
yeah,
next?
we're basically looking for the. We're looking for the opposite.
Okay. And you're right. We're gonna use
So
sine.
basically, we
So how are we gonna do that?
do like the sine of an angle is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse.
Good. Very good. Sine of an angle is equal to the
Actually,
opposite.
that's
What's up?
what if we use tangent? Would that work as well?
No, because we don't know what the adjacent is.
Oh right, it's the adjacent over there.
Yeah, we don't know the
Hypotenuse.
adjacent. Yeah, we
Wait,
don't know
wait,
the
no,
hypotenuse.
no, it's only the opposite over the adjacent, but doesn't that really matter? Because
Well,
I
well,
think
we
that
don't know
would
what
be
the
useful to
adjacent
try.
is.
That's when we're trying to find an angle, right?
Yeah, yeah, we already have an angle. Yeah.
All right,
Okay, so
all right.
what are we gonna do here?
So we label what we have. So we know that the angle is 70,
Good.
and then we have the opposite, which is still unknown, and the hypotenuse, which is 605.
So sine of 70 degrees is equal to the opposite, which we don't know, over 65. Good.
And then we multiply 65 on both sides.
Very good. Okay. This gets us very close to the answer, right?
And then we just have to figure out where the 65 sine 70, which is just 6 to 1.
Is it just 61? Pull it out.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, 61. Nice. Okay, good. So yeah, so then you get, right, the opposite is 61. So your final answer, right, is 61 meters tall, and you're done. Nice. Yeah, that wasn't too bad, right?
no, basically, all you had it was just some extra work where you had to find it through the solution with the triangle.
Right. Yeah. There's a little bit extra there, but you know how to do that. I know you how to do that. You knew how to do that years ago.
Like
Ethan's
2
smart.
years or something.
Ethan's smart, dude. He's a smart guy, Ethan. Okay, nice. Okay, cool. All right. I think that's it. Do we have any more questions? Did anybody put any more questions in the screenshots?
Ethan, can I love you when you at chess?
Did anybody put any more questions in there? JK, dude. What's this? Who's Flizzix? Who's this, dude? Let me see this. Someone's playing jokes with me. Consider a coronal loop with this, length this, and concentration this. What are the MHD modes? God damn it, dude. Dude. So, this is funny.
Dr. Gold, your Discord view is messed up.
My what is?
Your Discord view is messed up on the left side. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. This is too funny. First of all, who is Flizzed? Who's Flizzed? This is a plasma physics question. Is what this is. This is what I did my PhD in. Which, oh my god, dude, this is too funny. Determine the frequencies of the two lowest frequency standing alphane modes in the loop. Wow, I like this. Yeah. If I was still in grad school, I could probably do this, but it's been like 3 years since I've done anything with MHD, dude. MHD, this is actually kind of cool. I'll explain to you guys real quick, like what this is. Just like, I won't do this question because I literally can't do it. I know I have my PhD in it, but I can't do it right now. But yeah, what he's talking about, this is MHD, which is I think it's Magneto Hydrodynamics. No. Who's this guy? Dude, this is a French musical artist? No, there we go. Magneto Hydrodynamics. Yeah. Look at this. This kind of cool. This is a picture of the sun, is what this is. But
Is that the sun doing like solar flares?
Yeah. So the sun is a big ball of plasma, which has a bunch of it behaves like a fluid, and that's why they say it's magneto hydrodynamic. Like it's a fluid is what it is. Hydrodynamics is like a fluid, like almost like water, but in this case it's plasma, and it's a way of simulating how plasma works using MHD equations, which are they use some cool stuff. So this is like Faraday's law. You guys learned this in like AP physics. I know you learned Faraday's law. You also learn Ohm's law. And then it just combines some other stuff, which is a little bit of vector calculus is what it is, because we got to do curls and divergences and gradients. Yes. And then, yes, you get the MHD equations, which are cool. It's a way to kind of model how the plasma in the sun and just anywhere else like behaves as a fluid. I'm trying to think if I don't see there's a very easy answer to this or whatnot. Yeah. That's a cool question, Flizzist. I appreciate the question, dude. JK, dude. Yes, what's up, dude?
I want to ask you something.
What do you want to ask me, dude?
Attorney, will this actually count towards the coins?
Well, what count towards the points? Office hours?
The game. No, not office hours. So I already knew that from Friday. I'm talking about the game.
Oh, the
Fortnite we're gonna
Fortnite we
play
play here.
today.
It could later. You guys can vote on it if you want it to.
Are
Yeah,
we
maybe-
gonna play right now?
We're gonna play right now, dude. We're gonna play right now. We're gonna play right now with you guys.
Hold on. Give
Yeah.
me a minute. I'm
Alright.
up on.
All right, get ready. Okay.
Wait, where is it? No, I don't want to spectate this goofy looking ass person with this
Okay. It's all good.
dragon looking costume.
All right. Thank you everyone for coming to Office Hours. Had a really fun time learning with you guys. Lots of cool stuff. All right.
Let's
That's a
go.
Yeah. What's up? What's up, Ethan?
What's it on?
Yes.
That's a go.
Woody, chill, Woody, please, dude. I'm trying to talk.
Okay.
Thank you. What's up, Ethan? Ethan, what's up?
Did you forget? I want to ask you something.
No, I didn't forget to give your bond coins yet.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I didn't.
How did you read my mind on that?
Because I saw what was literally up on my chat. Okay. Anyways, yes. So okay, thanks everyone for coming to Office Hours. I hope this was useful and helpful to you guys. We do this 3 times a week. If you ever want to know like when this is, the best way is to join our Discord. So there's our Discord channel, and I make pings and announcements all the time. And you can always DM me if you have any questions about homework and stuff, and I'll help you out. From Bubbles. Okay, thank you, Bubbles. Wait, is this Princess Bubbles? And then yeah, there's our schedule. So that's our live streaming schedule on Twitch, which I also I stream again on Discord as well. So you can watch on either. But if you ever have any questions in math, science, whatever you're doing, like come by the stream. You saw some students here that they just post a screenshot of like what you need help with. I'll run through the question. I'll teach it to you as if it was like a one-on-one tutoring thing. And that also helps out other people that are watching because they get to learn a little bit as well. Dr. Bubbles from Lanel. Oh, wow. PPPL. Wait, how do I know a Dr. Bubbles from Lanel? Oh, is this Ben? Is this Ben Losif, dude? Wait, no, is this... Wait, Ben used to always say Bubbles to me. Ding, 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 ding. More bubbles, dude. More bubbles. Yeah. Oh, that's too funny, dude. I was, I talked a lot about my Los Alamos experience when Oppenheimer came out. I talked about it on the stream because, like, dude, that we had some of the most ridiculous experiences at Los Alamos during that like 2-month period. I can't believe I'm alive half the time with what we did, but it was dope. It was awesome, and it was really cool to watch that film and then reminisce about it. It was a great summer. Some would say the best summer, dude. It was awesome. Yeah. I always tell the kids, I say they should always like try to do similar like research things. Because that's how you really get to enjoy the science. If you're just sitting at home working with books and questions and whatnot, like, dude, fuck that, dude. Like, go out, experience life, make some memories, dude. The best times. I miss you too, man. Where are you at? Where are you at, Ben? Where are you at? Like, in the U.S. Are you in Michigan still? Wright Patterson, Dayton, Ohio. Oh, man, okay. Cool shit. Air Force Base. Nice. Yeah, I'll have to come out to... You work for the Air Force. Okay, that's good. Air Force is cool. Why not the Space Force? It probably actually just becomes the Space Force eventually, right? With all the lasers and everything that's going on. That's super cool. Right, Patterson. Where is it? Oh, I know where Dayton is. Yeah. I need to come out to Ohio, actually. I think Ohio's like the one state I really haven't been to. I've been all over the U.S., but I don't think I've really been to Ohio. Oh, yeah, Cincinnati's there and everything. Yeah. Oh, I need to come out. Yeah. They're in the building. Yeah, I bet. That's sick. Yeah, come out to LA sometime, dude, buddy. I'd love to kick it, like catch up again, you know, whatnot. It's that's awesome. I'm glad to hear from you, man, dude. More bubbles. All right. Okay, I know the kids are waiting, so let me play some Fortnite with them. So yeah, if you want to come play Fortnite with us, we're gonna do that on the actual gaming stream. So that's my other channel that I run. We give out prizes and stuff, and that's how actually I meet a lot of the students. They come into the Discord because we play video games with them. So if you want to hang around with us still, that's going to be on the other Twitch channel, which here I'll rate it for you. So I make it super easy.
Yeah.
You don't gotta don't gotta do
Tell me to
anything.
Get off, even though she hogged the TV all day.
Thanks, man.
She's telling me to get off.
Well, yeah, don't.
And
We're not
you know
gonna
what
do
my
it.
answer is? No. I
Tell him
don't
no.
care. I'm
No.
playing Fortnite with you guys.
Yes, Ben. I love you, dude. It's good to hear from you, man.
I'm the real one here. I'm getting on. I don't care.
All right. Yes, we're gonna go play some Fortnite. So if you're still hanging around on Twitch, it's gonna pull you over. If you're in Discord, meet me down in the Recess channel. I'll see you guys down there. Otherwise, have a great rest of your Monday. Have an awesome start of the week. And I will see you guys again on Wednesday. Peace out. Okay, there we go. All right. Are we rating? Did we rate? Did I rate this? Did I rate this correctly? There we go. There we go. Okay, now that works. Okay, cool. All right, now I can kill this. Let me kill Discord. I'll stop streaming.